Good afternoon. You're looking on at Cougar Field here in Santa Clarita, where the College of the Canyons Cougars host the Citrus Owls in a conference matchup. Hi, everybody. I'm Matthew Frieda, and welcome to this edition of Cougars Baseball on the Cougars Sports Network. Well, College of the Canyons entering play today with a 15-18 record, 8-8 in conference play, and hosting the Citrus Owls, who are ahead of them in the standings. The Owls currently at 9-7 in conference play, 16-19 overall on the year. And Kyle Kopp will be towing the rubber today for the Cougars. And here's the rest of the lineup for Citrus as it's handed in by their head coach. Devin Diaz will lead off and play center field. Robert Valdivia at shortstop hits second. Chad Green, the first baseman, will hit third. Connor McKinney, designated hitter, will bat cleanup. Robert Moreno plays third and bats fifth. Roman Robles in left field hits sixth. Nicholas Santiago, the second baseman, will hit seventh. Josh Logan, doing the catching today for the Owls, will hit eighth. And Jared Jenner in right field will round out the Owls lineup. And on the mound for the Cougars is Kyle Kopp, who is making his 15th start of the season for the Cougars. Kopp going to go out there pitching 44 2/3 innings this year with a 6.65 ERA, a 4-2 record overall. And we'll be looking to shut down this Owls lineup here this afternoon. So just a few moments away from first pitch, currently as the standings are in the Western States South Division. Glendale still perfect, undefeated at 16-0 in first place. They're ahead of second place LA Valley, who are 9-7, and Citrus, who are also tied in second place at 9-7. LA Mission and Canyons find themselves at 8-8, but the Cougars an opportunity to get tied and even with Citrus after today's ball game. And then Antelope Valley, Bakersfield, and West Los Angeles round out the rest of the division. So just about ready here as Devin Diaz steps into the left-handed batter's box, and Kyle Kopp is ready to go to work here for the Cougars. Kopp's first pitch misses low, and we're underway. First pitch at 2:29 p.m., 66 degrees here in Santa Clarita. Slight wind, but a very comfortable day otherwise. Some scattered clouds in the sky. The Cougars wearing their white-on-white uniforms with yellow Cougars across the chest and blue piping on the outside, blue cap and yellow C on the front. The Owls wearing their road gray uniforms with blue and orange piping across the chest, Citrus spelled out, as Diaz chops this one to the left side. Mikey Kane moving over, makes the grab and throws on to first to retire Diaz for the first out of the afternoon. So one out, and Robert Valdivia, the shortstop, will come into bat. Citrus taking game one of this three-game set against the Cougars on Tuesday in Citrus, as Kopp gets a first pitch fastball over 0-1. It was Connor McKinney, who is hitting cleanup today for the Owls, who got things going on Tuesday with a first inning home run and staked the Owls to an early 2-0 lead. Brandon Whiting making the start for the Cougars in that game, went 3 1/3 innings and gave up 3 runs. Diego Cruz was the opener for that game and once again is slated to start today's game for the Owls, as Kopp gets ready for an 0-2 pitch and spikes that one in the ground to run it to 1-2. Valdivia went 2 for 4 in the effort on Tuesday, including an RBI. But is behind in the count here, 1-2 to Kyle Kopp. 1-2 pitch is hit into right field. Coming on is Turan, who makes a diving catch. Rowan Turan leaves his feet and comes up with a big play for the second out of the inning. So Valdivia bidding for the Owls' first hit of the afternoon, serves it in the right field, but Rowan Turan was equal to the task and leaves his feet and makes a beautiful diving catch to retire the Owls shortstop. So it'll welcome in Chad Green now, the Owls' first baseman, and he takes inside ball 1. Kopp making his first appearance here since April 7th, where he pitched 4 2/3 innings against Glendale in what ended up being a 7-6 defeat for the Cougars. Cougars' season is winding down here. They have this 3-game set with the Owls, in which they dropped game 1. They'll play today and then again on Saturday at Citrus. One 0 pitch from Kopp is over, and it'll actually make it 2-1 now. But the Cougars with 3 then against Bakersfield to round out their season, so including today 5 conference games remaining. As Kopp's 2-1 pitch just misses, and it's now 3-1 on the Owls' first baseman. Citrus, meanwhile, will round out this series with the Cougars and then have 3 against LA Mission, who are in the basement of the division, and a great opportunity for them to get some ground on the second place position as Kopp's 3-1 pitch misses inside, and it's a 2-out walk for Green. As we mentioned in the open, Glendale still undefeated and lead the Western States South Division at 16-0. LA Valley and Citrus are tied in second at 9-7, and then LA Mission and Canyons, both 8-8, will make a bid for second place, but Antelope Valley in fourth is right on their tails as well at 7-9. First pitch breaking ball from Kopp is over for a strike to Connor McKinney, who homered in the first inning of game 1 of this series. Oh, one from Kopp is fouled off to the left side, and it's 0-2. McKinney this year now playing in his 33rd game of the season, a .405 batting average and 10 home runs. 40 RBIs to go with it, and certainly has earned the reputation of a typical cleanup hitter. Big, tall, right-handed batter, slightly crouched over in his stance. And now faced with an 0-2 count to Kyle Kopp here in the first. And goes down swinging on the fastball, and Kyle Kopp escapes the first inning. So a walk but no hits and no runs come across. We're scoreless after the first half inning here at Cougar Field.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
COC's Fire Technology program goes beyond putting out fires. Our goal here is to provide our students with a competitive advantage in the hiring process.
It was life-changing for me, and it's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly where I want to be, and it's outside of my comfort zone, and it will be outside of your comfort zone, but you just got to do it. You just got to go all in and just full send and do it.
On to the bottom of the first, as the Cougars will look to take game 2 of this series versus Citrus. Here's how the lineup looks for head coach Chris Cota. Leading off, playing left field is Ryan Camacho. Mikey Kane in his usual 2 spot. Doyle Kane playing first base will hit third. DJ Cougar hitting cleanup and doing the catching duties. Tafton Hensley DHs and bats 5th. Andy Ambrose, the third baseman, will hit 6th. Alex Ballesteros playing second base will hit 7th. Rowan Tarano, ready a terrific diving grab in right field, will hit 8th. And Jovan Camacho rounds out the lineup, hitting 9th. And on the mound for the Owls is Diego Cruz, who started in game 1 as well and will be asked to open this game as well for Citrus, as his first pitch misses wide. Cruz went just 2 innings, but an effective 2 innings on Tuesday, giving up just 2 hits and no runs. He struck out 2 Cougars in the effort, as he gets a fastball over for a strike to even things up at 1-1. Ryan Camacho stands in. He took an offer on Tuesday, hitless in 4 at-bats, as Cruz's 1-1 pitch just misses off the plate, and Camacho gets ahead 2-1. On the year, Ryan Camacho hitting .305 with 3 home runs and 19 RBIs, as Cruz gets a breaking ball over the outer half of the plate for strike 2. Camacho had a 12-game hitting streak snapped at the hands of Citrus last Tuesday, as he serves this one in the right field, though, for a base hit. So Ryan Camacho gets things going for the Cougars with a leadoff single to start their afternoon. And perhaps a new hitting streak will begin for him after having his previous one snapped on Tuesday. And we'll bring in the future USC product, Mikey Kane. So Camacho at first, and the most dangerous hitter in this Cougars lineup, Mikey Kane, stands in and takes a first pitch breaking ball from Cruz for a strike. Cruz, a right-handed side armor, making his 21st appearance on the season. He's pitched 31 innings to a 5.23 ERA. Pitch to Kane is fouled off. Ryan Camacho was in motion there, but he'll return to first as the count goes to 0-2 on the Cougar shortstop. So Cruz has been used as both a reliever and an opener for the Owls this year. As we mentioned, opened the game versus the Cougars on Tuesday. His previous appearance before that was against Mount San Antonio on April 14th, when an inning of scoreless ball. And working on Mikey Kane, and gets a comebacker over Cruz's head to the shortstop Valdivia. He steps on second and throws onto first for the 6-3 double play. So Mikey Kane shoots that one back up the box, right over the head of Cruz on the mound, but perfectly positioned was Valdivia, moving to his left, who picked it up on the second hop and stepped on second and threw on to first for the 6-6-3 double play. So just like that, 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first, and we'll bring in brother Doyle Kane now with the bases empty. Cruz's first pitch, a breaking ball that misses wide, 1-0. So Doyle Kane stands in, went 1 for 4 on Tuesday. And hits this one to the left side. Moreno's up with it, makes the throw across the diamond for the final out of the inning. We played one here at Cougar Field, still scoreless.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
COC's Fire Technology program goes beyond putting out fires.
Our goal here is to provide our students with a competitive advantage in the hiring process.
It was life-changing for me, and it's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly where I want to be, and it's outside of my comfort zone, and it will be outside of your comfort zone, but you just got to do it. You just got to go all in and just full send and do it.
To the top of the second we go. The Owls will have Robert Moreno, Roman Robles, and Nicholas Santiago due up for them, as Kyle Kopp goes back to work for his second inning.
To the top of the second, leading off for the Owls and batting fifth, number 34, third baseman Robert Moreno.
This is a Citrus team that's ranked 31st in the state of California in terms of run production. 268 runs. Palomar leading the state with 358. As Kopp's first pitch is hit on a line down the left field, but foul. Moreno with a .256 average on the year, 3 home runs and 25 RBIs, and now his 35th game of the season. And has struggled a bit in conference play. In 18 conference games, a .143 average as compared to non-conference at .244, and he swings over the breaking ball from Kopp, and it's 0-2. Moreno 2 for 4 on Tuesday, including an RBI and a double in the Owls' winning effort, but caught looking there, and he's rung up for Kopp's second strikeout of the day.
Batting sixth, number 26.
So Kopp with back-to-back strikeouts of McKinney and Moreno now to open the second inning, and it'll bring in the left fielder Roman Robles. Robles playing left field this afternoon for the Owls. And hits this one in the right center field, and that's going to get down. Camacho tracks it down before it gets to the wall. Robles thinking about 2 and able to get in there just in time to beat the throw for a 1-out double. So Roman Robles putting a good swing on that ball, put it into right center field. Jovan Camacho was able to track it down on one bounce and prevent it from going all the way to the wall. And Robles, who might have stumbled rounding first, looked like he might be a dead man going to second, but Camacho's throw into second was a bit offline, and so a 1-out double for the Owls, and it'll bring up Nicholas Santiago. And he's first pitch swinging, but fouls this one down the third baseline, 0-1. So for Moreno, his 7th double of the season. And now Santiago, the Owls' second baseman, standing in with an opportunity to drive a run in. Santiago hitting .244 on the year. Just 2 RBIs. But a chance to get his 3rd here on the season. A good breaking ball from Kopp is over. And he's well ahead now, 0-2. Moreno with just 1 stolen base on the season, and wouldn't think he would be in motion here with 1 out, trying to go to 3rd. Santiago was 1 for 1 on Tuesday in his lone at-bat as a pinch hitter, but takes this one low and away, and it's 1-2. For Kopp, it's his 10th start of the season. And 25 strikeouts and 44 2/3 innings pitched. That's now 27 strikeouts in just a little over 45 innings on the year. But trying to navigate some trouble here in the second after the double off the bat of Robles. Here's his 1-2. And Santiago checks his swing, but he didn't go around. And so that'll even things up at 2-2. Kopp has, at the very least, been giving the Cougars length of late. Went 4 2/3 versus Glendale on April 7th, 6 2/3 on April 7th versus West Los Angeles, and 7 innings on March 26th versus Antelope Valley. And was charged with 4 earned runs in each of those outings. His best start of the year, clearly, on February 12th versus Rio Hondo. Went 6 innings, surrendering just 5 hits and no runs in a 3-2 Cougars victory. Has also been used intermittently in relief as well throughout the season. But he's got Robles at second and Santiago with the 2-2 count here in the second inning. And he'll step off and pump fake a throw. Back at second, but Santiago not leading very far off the bag, rather Robles. Two from Kopp, misses away, and it's now full. Citrus also ranked 28th in terms of home runs in the state of California at 23. Cougars ranked 6th in home runs with 34 after a barrage of them 2 weeks ago versus Glendale and West LA. Kopp's 3-2 pitch is hit out in the right field. Rowan Turan gets under it, makes the catch. His throw goes into second and is cut off as Robles tags from second to third. So Santiago moves Robles over to third, but now with 2 outs. Kopp just a pitch away from getting out of this inning unscathed. It'll bring in the catcher, Josh Logan. Logan hitting just 141 on the year, but a 304 on base percentage. 9 hits and 64 at-bats. But takes Kopp's first pitch low and inside for ball 1. Logan took an 0-fer in Tuesday's game. Hitless in 4 at-bats, including 1 strikeout. 2-0 pitch, a high chopper to the left side. Andy Ambrose waits on it, picks it up, and throws across the diamond for the final out of the inning. So a double off the batter Robles, but Kopp able to strand him. We're through 1.5 here at Cougar Field, still scoreless.
I love emergency medicine. You're there at these people's worst time of their life, and you're there to make it a little bit better.
The EMT program at COC is a one-semester program. Over the course of it, the EMT students will learn the textbook knowledge they need, practical hands-on skills that they're going to need working out on an ambulance or in a hospital or whatever setting they decide to work.
People are constantly hiring. There's always a need for first responders. When I graduated from this program, I got a job within a month.
The restaurant and hotel business is the second largest industry in the state of California. Opportunities in such a vibrant career are a click away at College of the Canyons.
It teaches you how to work with people, how to motivate people, how to manage people, how to lead people. And those qualities are so in demand in whatever industry.
We go to the bottom of the second. For the Cougars, they're 4, 5, and 6 hitters. DJ Cougar stands in to lead things off, and followed by Taft and Hensley and Andy Ambrose. And Cougar lays off of Cruz's first pitch, but it gets over the outer half of the plate for a strike. So Cougar's been a staple in the Cougars lineup here after overcoming a brief injury stint, and has reclaimed the catching duties for Canyons. Alex Garcia was inserted there for a handful of games while Cougar recovered from an undisclosed injury. But DJ has been wonderful lately, both behind the plate and at the plate. 3 home runs, 15 RBIs, and a .283 average. Took an offer on Tuesday in 4 at-bats. As Cruz misses for the second consecutive pitch to get things even at 2-2. Cougar had a little mini 5-game hitting streak that was snapped in the AHC tournament versus Merced on April 12th. Had just 1 at-bat that game, but serves this one in the right field, and he's got a leadoff single in the second inning for the Cougars. So Cougar, much like Ryan Camacho, having his hitting streak snapped in a recent game, but aboard here now and perhaps starting a new one, and it'll bring in the DH, Taft and Hensley. Hensley was 1 for 2 on Tuesday, including an RBI, and hits this one into deep right center field. Diaz giving it a look, going back, but that ball is out of here. Tafton Hensley opens the scoring for the Cougars with a 2-run shot in the right center field. And the Cougars take an early lead. It's 2-0. Hensley, first pitch swinging, serves one out into the opposite field for his 10th home run of the season, and 36th and 37th RBIs on the year, and stakes Kyle Kopp to the early lead. So Andy Ambrose now stands in with 2 runs across here in the second inning, and he's first pitch swinging, but fouls this one off to the right and out of play. So Hensley homers in back-to-back games to open this series with Citrus. Had a 2-run shot in Tuesday that accounted for all of the Cougars scoring. As Ambrose chops this one on the left side, it's going to go off the glove of Moreno, and it's a fair ball. So it'll be an infield single for Andy Ambrose.
Batting 7, number 12, second baseman Alex Ballesteros.
So that ball took a high chop, might have even hit off of home plate. Moreno came charging, and all he could really do was flash his glove at it, and he ends up hitting it into foul territory, but clearly touched it in fair territory, and so it's going to go down as an infield single for Andy Ambrose. And now Ballesteros' first pitch swinging hits this one into left center field, and that ball is gone. The Cougars with a pair of 2-run jacks in the second inning, and it's now 4-0. The aggressive Cougars lineup continues to attack the first pitch off of Diego Cruz, and it results in two 2-run homers here in the second inning, and the Cougars lead 4-0. So Tafton Hensley goes to right center field, and Alex Ballesteros, 2 batters later, goes to left center field. And the Cougars now in their second time seeing Diego Cruz in the series, looking much more comfortable against the Owls right-hander. So 4-0, and now Rowan Turan, who's been busy in right field already this afternoon, stands in. Still no outs in the inning. It began with a DJ Cougar single, followed by Hensley's homer. Andy Ambrose's infield single followed that, and then Ballesteros again cleared the bases. So 4 Cougars have come to the plate, and all 4 have scored. And now Josh Logan's going to go out to the mound and have a chat with Cruz. Now the homer from Hensley was off the end of the bat. It didn't look like it was going to have the carry. The wind may be playing a factor into it. It might have brought it out, although it appears it's now blowing out to left field. His went out to right center field, but Ballesteros' was an absolute blast right off the barrel, and that one went out into left center field beyond the wall and into the parking lot. And as I mentioned just last inning, COC ranked 6th in California with 34 home runs entering play. Now will be tied for 4th with Los Medanos with 36 on the year. Cypress leads the state with 41, so the Cougars not far off that mark. As Cruz tries to settle down now, and now ball rolls behind home plate and time is called. As somebody is up in the Owls bullpen and things begin stirring there. Cruz gave up a leadoff base hit to Ryan Camacho in the first, but induced a double play from Mikey Kane before retiring Doyle Kane for a relatively harmless first inning, but greeted rudely here in the second. Turan chops this one to the left side. Moreno up with it and throws on to first for the first out.
Batting 9, number 4, center fielder Jovan Camacho.
So perhaps the talk from Logan could settle down Cruz as he retires Turan, and it'll welcome in Jovan Camacho now. And we're going to get a pitching change now as Diego Cruz exits after just an inning and a third, bitten by the long ball here in the second. 2 2-run home runs account for all the scoring, and the Cougars lead the Owls 4-0. We'll be right back with all the details.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
I love emergency medicine. You're there at these people's worst time of their life, and you're there to make it a little bit better.
The EMT program at COC is a one-semester program. Over the course of it, the EMT students will learn the textbook knowledge they need, practical hands-on skills that they're going to need working out on an ambulance or in a hospital or whatever setting they decide to work.
People are constantly hiring. There's always a need for first responders. When I graduated from this program, I got a job within a month.
So the Owls tried to go to the same formula as they did in Game 1 using Diego Cruz as an opener, but it does not provide the same results. Cruz goes just 1 1/3 inning, gives up 5 hits, including 2 home runs here in the second inning, 4 runs all earned, and it will be Kyle Dixon, the lefty, who will take over for Citrus now. Dixon making his 8th appearance, 1-1 on the year with a 4.06 ERA in 31 innings pitched. Dixon's most recent outing coming on April 14th versus Mount San Antonio. He went 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, just 2 of them earned, in a 7-5 defeat at the hands of the Mounties. As Jovan Camacho, the first batter to face him, and first pitch from Dixon misses outside, ball 1. So DJ Cougar and Andy Ambrose setting the table this inning with singles, and then Taft and Hensley and Ballesteros drive him home with home runs as Jovan Camacho grounds this one to the right side, and Santiago throws on to first for the second out of the second inning.
Number 2, left fielder Ryan Camacho.
So Dixon comes on and retires the first batter to face him. And it will turn things over to the top of the lineup for Ryan Camacho, who's 1 for 1 with the single. First pitch from Dixon misses wide, ball 1. Dixon's longest outing of the season coming on March 24th when he went 8 innings, surrendering just 8 hits and 1 run in an 11-1 victory versus West Los Angeles. He's given up just 1 home run this season, now working in his 32nd inning pitch. Then a comebacker right up the box and nearly takes Dixon's head off, but able to get out of the way. And Ryan Camacho scorches that one for his second base knock. So a scary play there nearly for the Citrus pitcher as Camacho hits that one right back where it came from. Dixon stuck a glove out, probably more in self-defense than anything, but it ends up going through into center field, and Ryan Camacho is 2 for 2 on the afternoon. So it'll bring up Mikey Kane, who was retired on a 6-6-3 double play in the first inning, but we'll get another opportunity here in the second. First pitch from Dixon, a breaking ball that misses outside, ball 1. Kane, who will be heading to USC in the fall. It's been the everyday shortstop for the Cougars this year, and rightfully so. He's been tremendous. First pitch gets away from Logan behind the plate, and Ryan Camacho going to advance to second. He rounds second. Logan taking his time, and Camacho dives in safely to third. Some heads-up base running from Ryan Camacho, who never stopped or took his eyes off the ball. Josh Logan kind of loafed back to that ball behind the plate, and Camacho rounded second hard and never put the brakes on and ends up at third with 2 outs now. So Ryan Camacho, who's always hustling, able to get to third on the play. And Logan does a better job on this ball in the dirt and keeps that one in front. But now Dixon in dangerous territory, working on a 2-1 count to Mikey Kane. Kane 1 for 4 on Tuesday. And Dixon misses outside again, and it's 3-1. Kane hitting .336 on the season with 7 long balls and 34 RBIs. And it's low in the dirt, and Kane draws the 2-out walk. So Dixon came in and retired Jovan Camacho on a ground ball to Santiago at second for the 2nd out of the inning. But Ryan Camacho hit one back up the box for a single. And then a wild pitch that Ryan Camacho was able to take 2 bases on. Followed by the walk to Kane, puts runners at the corners with 2 outs for Doyle Kane. First pitch is hit into deep left center field. Diaz going back, gives it a look, but that ball is gone. The 3rd home run of the inning for the Cougars, and they have broken it wide open. It is 7-0. Doyle Kane, first pitch swinging, finds a ball that he can drive, an absolute moonshot into the parking lot. And the Cougars with a full-on power display here in the 2nd inning, their 3rd home run, and they lead Citrus 7-0. So DJ Cougar will come in. It's his 2nd at-bat of the inning here, and Dixon's first pitch misses high, ball 1. Cougar began the inning with a single and came around to score on Hensley's home run, the first of 3 here in the 2nd inning for the Cougars. As the Owls pitching staff just looks to find a way out of here. One pitch, Cougar pulls the string and comes up empty, and he falls behind 1-2. For Doyle Kane, his 2nd home run of the season, and his first since February 8th. That came against San Diego Mesa. It's been very productive all year long for this Cougars team. And extends an 8-game hitting streak into a 9-game hitting streak, and capping what has now become a 7-run 2nd inning for the Cougars here. All 3 of the Cougars' shots really were no doubters. The one off of the bat of Hensley into right center field. As Cougar goes down swinging, and Citrus finally able to retire the Cougars. But 3 long blasts off the bat of the Cougars. They hit 3 home runs and take a 7-0 lead after 2.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
COC's Fire Technology program goes beyond putting out fires.
Our goal here is to provide our students with a competitive advantage in the hiring process.
It was life-changing for me, and it's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly where I want to be, and it's outside of my comfort zone, and it will be outside of your comfort zone, but you just got to do it. You just got to go all in and just full send and do it.
On to the top of the third. Kyle Kopp now staked to a very comfortable 7-0 lead. As Citrus will look to make up some ground here. They'll start at the bottom of the lineup with Jared Jenner before turning it over to Devin Diaz and Robert Valdivia. What a display of power from the Cougars there in the second inning, as they get home runs from Tafton Hensley, Alex Ballesteros, and Doyle Kane. 2-run shots for Hensley and Ballesteros, and a 3-run shot for Doyle Kane. And it's how we find ourselves in a 7-0 ball game now here in the top of the second. First pitch from Kopp misses to Jenner, and it's 1-0. Jenner appearing in his 26th game of the year, but flies this one out into center field. Coming in on it is Jovan Camacho, shading his eye from the sun, and makes the catch for the first out of the third inning.
Number 7, center fielder Devon Diaz.
So Kyle Kopp has retired all but 2 batters his first time through the order. And it'll turn things back over to the top for Devin Diaz, who grounded out to Mikey Kane at short in the first inning. First pitch from Kopp is over for a strike. Diaz hitting .340 on the season. No home runs, but has driven in 31 RBIs, and even more impressively, 25 walks on the year. He hits this one right back up the box, though, and a base hit into center field. So he'll improve on that .340 average. His 51st hit of the season, that leads Citrus on the season. And it's a 1-out base runner now for Robert Valdivia, who was retired on a beautiful diving catch by Rowan Turan in right field back in the first. And fouls Kopp's first pitch off to the left, 0-1. Diaz certainly a threat to steal over at first base. 11 stolen bases on the season, but assuredly won't be going here with a 7-run deficit. Owls are going to have to string together some hits here if they want to get back into this one. 0-1 now to Valdivia. Catches the outside corner to even things, or rather get ahead, 0-2. Valdivia playing shortstop for Citrus this afternoon. 300 average, including 2 home runs and 26 RBIs. Kopp's 0-2 pitch in on the fist on Valdivia. Doyle Kane dives to his right and snags that ball and takes it to the bag himself for the second out. So Doyle Kane, who was holding Diaz on at first, had to come off the bag and go to his knees to field that ball, but does so with aplomb and takes it to first for the second out. Can't tell I've been brushing up on my SAT vocab. Aplomb, to do something gracefully. It'll bring in Chad Green who drew a walk in the first inning off of Kopp. Green, the freshman first baseman, appearing in his 35th game. A neat .333 average and .404 on base percentage. He himself with 5 long balls on the year, second behind only Connor McKinney, who waits on deck with 10 home runs. And now pickoff move to second, but Diaz dives back in safely. So Doyle Kane doing it with the bat and flashing some leather here early in the game. He's able to keep that ball off the bat of Valdivia in front of him and get a important second out for Kopp, who's working on a shutdown inning after being staked to the 7-0 lead. His 1-0 pitch here to Green is swung on and missed. A hefty cut from the Owls' first baseman, but comes up empty to even things up at 1-1. Green is prone to strikeouts, 23 on the year, but Kopp not really a strikeout pitcher, so perhaps those things will negate each other as he fouls this one down the right field line and Kopp's ahead 1-2. Green was 2 for 4 on Tuesday in Citrus's 5-2 winning effort. Got a little 3-game hitting streak going right now, including 5 hits in his last 3 games. But Kopp has him 1-2, and he chops this one back up the middle. Mikey Kane scoots to his left, fields it on a hop, and throws on to first for the final out of the inning. So Kyle Kopp, after getting the 7-0 lead, able to navigate a runner at second and strand him. And the Cougars lead 7-0 after 2.5.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and COC.
To the bottom half of the third we go, and Tafton Hensley stands up after his second inning home run that started the Cougars' barrage of long balls. Hensley now with 10 home runs on the year, and a big cut there on 1-0, but comes up empty. It's 1-1. Hensley, who missed some time earlier in the season due to injury, has been hitting his stride now here toward the end of the season. And swung on and missed again and falls behind 1-2. Hit a home run on Tuesday versus Citrus. Now has another one here this afternoon. And hits this one into deep left field. Going back on his Robles, he can kiss it goodbye. Tafton Hensley with his second home run of the game. A mammoth shot off the bat of Tafton Hensley, his 11th of the season and second in as many innings. And the Cougars extend their lead. It's now 8-0.
Number 15, third baseman Andy Ambries.
Hensley homering on Tuesday and now just absolutely tormenting the Citrus pitching staff. Has gone yard twice in both of his at-bats today. And the Cougars continue to play with the long ball, their fourth home run of the afternoon. An impressive display from the Cougars' designated hitter today. His first home run in the second inning going out to right center field. This one pulled over the left field wall, very nearly to the softball field here at College of the Canyons. And for Hensley now 12 home runs on the season. So Diego Cruz exited this game after starting. He went just an inning and a third, giving up 2 home runs and 4 earned runs. Kyle Dixon came on in relief and served up a 3-run homer to Doyle Kane, and now a leadoff homer to Tafton Hensley here in the third. And now Andy Ambries hits this one into left center field, but Diaz able to glide over to his right and make the grab for the first out.
Number 12, second baseman Alex Ballesteros.
So to bring in Alex Ballesteros, who had the Cougars' second homer of the day when he went out to left center field in the second inning. A 2-run shot with Andy Ambries on first. Swings and misses at Dixon's first pitch, 0-1. And again, Ambries may be thinking about another long ball. Comes up empty on the cut. And Dixon is ahead 0-2 now. For Ballesteros, was his third home run of the season and his 24th and 25th RBIs. Oh, 2 pitch from Dixon, misses high and wide. And it's actually now 2-2. Two pitch, and Ballesteros swings at a ball in the dirt. Logan applies the tag for the second out of the inning.
Number 8, right fielder Rowan Duran.
So Dixon able to come back after the leadoff homer from Hensley and retire Ambries and Ballesteros. Then it'll bring in Rowan Turan, who is 0 for 1. And Turan with a big hack. 0-1. Turan grounded out to Moreno at third in the second inning. That was Diego Cruz's final batter of the afternoon. Kyle Dixon has since taken over, but results have been the same here for the Owls pitching staff. Cruz, 4 runs, 2 homers. And Kyle Dixon surrendering a 3-run shot to Doyle Kane, and now the solo shot to Tafton Hensley to open the third here. This one's in the dirt, and Turan doesn't bite. It's 1-2. Turan been getting a lot more playing time lately. Was 1 for 4 on Tuesday. And here toward the end of the season has, for the most part, been the regular right fielder for the Cougars. Dixon's 1-2 pitch misses outside, and it's now 2-2. On April 13th versus Fresno City College as part of the AHC tournament, Turan with a 5-hit game, including 4 RBIs, more than doubling his season total. Also scored 3 runs in what amounted to a 22-7 victory for the Cougars. And if you're including the AHC tournament, a little 4-game hitting streak for Turan, and comes back from 0-2 and able to work out the free pass. So Turan aboard with a 2-out walk, and now Jovan Camacho will come up to the plate. Camacho grounded to Santiago at second base last inning. That was the 2nd out of the inning before Ryan Camacho and Mikey Kane found themselves on base before Doyle Kane's 3-run blast. As Dixon, struggling to find the zone after losing Turan, starts off Camacho 1-0. Now pickoff move to check in on Turan, who doesn't have a very big lead. Able to get back in standing. Turan with just 1 stolen base on the year, and you imagine with an 8-0 lead and 2 outs, he likely isn't going anywhere. But he is on the move now. A breaking ball. Logan's throw sails into center field and past the diving Santiago covering second, but Turan didn't notice it. And so he remains at second. Good pitch to throw on a breaking ball. Doesn't help that it was a great jump from Turan, but regardless, the throw off out of the hand of Logan just sails into center field. But backed up by Diaz out there. So Turan with his 2nd stolen base of the year. And now Dixon comes inside on the hands of Camacho and misses. And it's 2-1. And now a pickoff move to second. Dixon just turns off the rubber, doesn't throw. And color me shocked that Camacho would be in motion there, but Dixon now paying more attention to Camacho, and maybe a little too much attention as he finds himself behind Jovan Camacho, 3-1. It's actually Rowan Turan out at second. And Jovan Camacho at the plate. 3-1 pitch from Dixon. And Camacho pulls the string, comes up empty, and it's now full. Three-two pitch from Dixon. Hit in the right center field, a little flare, and Santiago able to range back and make the catch to retire the side. But Tafton Hensley with his 2nd home run of the day puts the Cougars up 8-0 after 3 here at Cougar Field.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
I love emergency medicine. You're there at these people's worst time of their life, and you're there to make it a little bit better.
The EMT program at COC is a one-semester program. Over the course of it, the EMT students will learn the textbook knowledge they need, practical hands-on skills that they're going to need working out on an ambulance or in a hospital or whatever setting they decide to work.
People are
On to the top of the fourth, Kyle Kopp with more runs than he could ask for, an 8-0 lead as he works his way through this Owls lineup for the second time this afternoon. It'll be Connor McKinney, who he was able to strike out in the first inning. McKinney, a dangerous power threat, 10 home runs on the season for the Owls. But with an 8-0 lead, this is exactly the time you'd want to face him, with nobody aboard and leading off here in the fourth inning. Kopp's 1-0 pitch is hit on the ground on a hop to Ambrose. He's able to knock it down and recover and makes the strong throw across the diamond. So McKinney hit that ball hard right down the third base line. Perfectly positioned was Ambrose, who was able to deflect it down off a hop and recover and throw across to first in time to retire McKinney for the first out. So with one away, it'll bring in Robert Moreno, who takes a first pitch strike from Kopp. Moreno struck out looking in the second inning. And he chops this one down the third base line, but foul. So the Cougars looking to take a series against the team that's just one game ahead of them in the standings. As Moreno fouls this one off to the right and out of play. Whoever wins this series will be ahead of the other team in the standings by the end of it all. Breaking ball in on the hands on Moreno, and all he could do was foul it away. Actually looks like it was fouled off his foot as he hobbles around the batter's box. But he appears to be okay. Gives it a grab, but gets ready to stand back in now. Citrus certainly was hoping maybe of a sweep after their victory on Tuesday, but the Cougars, with a barrage of home runs here early in game two, have an 8-0 lead. 1-2 pitch is hit out in the right field. Rowan Turan, playing deep, is going to have to play this one on a hop. And it's a one-out single for Robert Moreno.
Number 26, left fielder.
So Moreno with the third hit of the afternoon for the Owls. And Roman Robles will stand in with one of the other three hits. It was a one-out double in the second. As Kopp's first pitch misses wide, 1-0. Robles' 5th double of the season. Back in the second, as Kopp just nips the outside corner with that one to get even 1-1. It was held hitless on Tuesday, 0 for 4. And hitless April 14th versus Mount San Antonio in 3 at-bats. Just 3 hits in his last 5 games entering today. But had the first hit of the afternoon for Citrus before being stranded. He bats here now with Moreno leading from first, and Citrus trailing 8-0. And Kopp's 2-1 misses outside, and it's now 3-1. Nicholas Santiago waits on deck. As Kopp continues to work with the big lead. Robles fouls that one off. Moreno was in motion there. And the count now runs full. It's 3-2. So we'll see if Moreno is in motion once again. As we mentioned all season long, the Cougars struggle to throw out base runners. 3-2 pitch. Moreno is going. Swung on and missed. The throw down to second from Cougar. The tag applied, but not in time. Moreno is safe with the stolen base. And Chris Coda's going to come out and have a chat now with the infield umpire on that one. So Robles swung through the off-speed pitch for the second out of the inning. DJ Cougar with a one-hop throw that Mikey Kane was able to handle and quickly apply a tag. It was a bang-bang play. Could have went either way from here at least. But the infield umpire deemed him safe, and Chris Coda out there having a chat with him now. And Coda, at least getting his money's worth, will return to the dugout, but with no change to the call. So Moreno down to second, but now 2 outs as Kopp retires Robles with the strikeout, and it'll bring in Nicholas Santiago, who's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Santiago flew out to Rowan Turan in right back in the second inning, but with an RBI opportunity here now in the third. Check that 4th. Pitch from Kopp is swung on and missed by Santiago. And it's 0-1. We're in the top of the 4th here. Cougars lead 8-0. All of their runs coming by virtue of the long ball. 4 home runs, including 3 in the second inning, and 2 from Taft and Hensley. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Kopp. And Santiago just gets a piece of that one and fouls it back to stay alive. Kopp getting some signs now from Alex Ballesteros, the second baseman. And with an 8-0 deficit, I can't imagine that the Owls would be sending Moreno in motion, although they already did from first to second. In any case, here's Kopp's 0-2 pitch to Santiago. Swung on and fouled off to the right and foul. Very nearly hits a fan. Just barely put their hand out at the last second. Cougars 15-18 on the year, 8-8 in conference play. The Owls 16-19 on the year, 9-7 in conference play. A victory here today for the Cougars would even them up and make this Saturday rubber game all the more important. Here's the 0-2, and Kopp misses inside, and it's now 1-2. Kopp ready now. Here he is with his 1-2. And just misses outside. And Santiago able to even the count at 2-2. That one didn't miss by a whole lot. Maybe just an inch or two off the plate. And the Owls' second baseman given new life here. Two outs, 2-2. Runner at second here in the fourth inning. And here's Kyle Kopp's offering. Swung on and fouled straight down into the dirt. And Santiago continuing to battle with the Cougars right-hander. So Kopp trying to retire Santiago, who is in a 6-pitch battle here with him this at-bat. Here's the 7th. Low in the dirt, and it gets behind Cougar and stuck in the fence of the backstop. Moreno turns at third and thinks about it, but wisely returns to third. So the passed ball right through the 5-hole on DJ Cougar. Goes to the backstop. And Moreno now down to third. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat from Kopp to Santiago. 2 outs, runner at third here in the top of the 4th. And Santiago hits this one out in right field, but playing there is Rowan Turan, who battles the sun, but makes the catch to retire the side. So a base hit, but no damage. Kyle Kopp is through 4 scoreless innings. The Cougars lead the Citrus Owls 8-0.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
The new media journalism program focuses on hands-on training for up-and-coming multimedia journalists.
We do shows every 2 weeks, and students put together their own stories. They go out and shoot them, they do the voiceover, they edit them together. It's a really, really cool hands-on experience.
If you want to dive right into the world of journalism, this is the only place to do it.
We go to the bottom half of the 4th. Cougars will have the top of the lineup coming up. Ryan Gamacho, Mikey Kane, and Doyle Kane, as Kyle Dixon goes back to work in relief here for the Owls. Dixon's first pitch misses high, 1-0. Camacho is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, including one in the second inning that went just by the head of Dixon on the mound and into center field for a hit. Very nearly a scary play, but Dixon able to get out of the way just in time. And Ryan Camacho would later come around to score on Doyle Kane's 3-run shot. Dixon just laboring now, though, falls behind Camacho 3-0. And that breaking ball nowhere close. But the Owls will ask of him to go deep into the middle innings of this game for them and save the rest of their pitching staff. His 3-0 pitch is over on the inside half of the plate for a strike. So Camacho with an opportunity now in a hitter's count at 3-1. And hits this one on a line to the shortstop, but Valdivia is perfectly positioned there to snare it out of the air for the first out.
Number 7, shortstop Mikey Kane.
So Camacho puts the barrel on that ball, but the victim of some misfortune as Valdivia was positioned right there. That's what you call a right at him. And it will bring in Mikey Kane now. And he's first pitch swinging on a breaking ball into left center field, but Diaz floating over to his right is able to make the catch for the second out.
Number 16, first baseman Doyle Kane.
So Mikey Kane is retired, but his brother Doyle Kane stands in now, fresh off his 3-run homer in the second inning. It was his second long ball of the year, and it was a blast into left center, out into the parking lot right between the baseball and softball fields here at College of the Canyons in Santa Clarita. And he flicks this one out in the right field, but Jenner is there to make the catch. So a quick and easy inning for Kyle Dixon on the mound. The first 1-2-3 inning of the day for the Owls. After 4, COC leads Citrus 8-0.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
The restaurant and hotel business is the second largest industry in the state of California. Opportunities in such a vibrant career are a click away at College of the Canyons.
It teaches you how to work with people, how to motivate people, how to manage people, how to lead people. And those qualities are so in demand in whatever industry we choose to go into.
COC can get you started on a journey into hotel and restaurant management today.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Citrus still chasing 8 here. They'll have Josh Logan, Jared Jenner, and then the top of the lineup with Devin Diaz due up. As Kyle Kopp continues what has been a strong outing through 4 here this afternoon. Just 3 base hits surrendered by Kopp, and has stranded 2 different base runners in scoring position. And was able to retire Josh Logan in his first at-bat. He grounded out to Andy Ambrose at third. For First pitch from Kopp misses low and away, ball 1. This is a Citrus team that doesn't have a particularly high batting average. It's just 283, a 389 on base percentage overall. Kopp misses high and tight for ball 2. Leading hitter in this lineup for Citrus, at least in terms of average, is Connor McKinney, who also, by no surprise, leads the team in most other offensive categories, including home runs and RBIs, with 10 and 40 respectively. And Kopp overthrows the 2-0 pitch and goes to the backstop, and Josh Logan well ahead in the count, 3-0. But Kopp has done a good job today, surrendering just 2 singles and a double this afternoon, just 1 walk, in danger of walking his second owl here this afternoon, and he does on 4 pitches as he misses tight on Logan, and it'll be a leadoff walk for the Owls catcher.
Number 31, right fielder Jared Genner.
So Jared Genner will stand in now. He flew out to Jovan Camacho in center field back in the 3rd inning in his first at-bat. Jenner, the 5th best batting average on this Citrus Owls team at 309. And Kopp has now missed with his first 5 pitches to open the 5th inning. And that's actually going to bring out a mound visit from pitching coach Ryan Paramo. So Kopp has coasted for the most part here this afternoon. Gave up a 2-out walk in the first, but came back to strike out Connor McKinney, the most dangerous hitter in this Owls lineup. A 1-out double to Roman Robles in the second, but was able to strand him as well. And then a Devin Diaz single in the 3rd that came to be much to do about nothing as he stranded him and Robert Moreno in the 4th. So he's dealt with base runners in each of these first 4 innings, but there's really been no sense of danger as he's been finding the strike zone consistently, both with his fastball and his off-speed and breaking pitches. Just 1 walk. And that has been a big part of his scoreless effort through 4 innings plus here this afternoon, but missing with the first 5 pitches of this inning, a 4-pitch walk to Logan, and starting Jenner out 1-0. Logan leads from first. Here is Kopp's 1-0, and Jenner shows bunt but pulls back. It's a called strike to even things up at 1-1. One pitch swung on and missed on the breaking ball from Kopp, and Jenner falls behind 1-2. One-two from Kopp is fouled off by Jenner to the left side. And so we'll do it again. Josh Logan leads from first after the leadoff walk. No stolen bases on the year for Logan. He is the catcher, and he stays true to the stereotype, not exactly fleet of foot. As Jenner calls for time, and it's granted by the home plate umpire before the 1-2 pitch. Comfortable day here at Cougar Field. The sun is out, scattered clouds, about 65 degrees, and just a little breeze. 1-2 pitch is hit in the air to deep left field. Going back on it is Ryan Camacho giving ground, and that ball is out of here. Jared Jenner gets the Owls on the board with his 2nd home run of the season. A 2-run shot into left field just below the auxiliary scoreboard. And the Owls cut into the lead, and he's shaking his head almost maybe in some disbelief there as he delivers a 2-run shot.
Number 7, center fielder Devin Diaz.
So Jenner, with just his second home run of the season and his 11th and 12th RBIs on the year, gets a hold of a 1-2 pitch and just pulls it into left field and cuts this Owls deficit down to 6. We've had 10 runs scored today between both teams, and all of them coming from the long ball. A 5th home run of the afternoon between these two. And Ryan Camacho hoping for a play on that ball, started backpedaling on it before brushing up against the fence. As we look on, the American flag out there in left field is certainly blowing out that way, and perhaps it was, that ball was a bit aided by the wind. It's not tremendously strong, but certainly always is a factor here at Cougar Field in Santa Clarita. And that one just had enough juice to get out of here. So Kopp, who had been coasting through the first 4 innings, began this one with a leadoff walk. Worked a 1-2 count to Jenner, though, before Jenner takes him deep. And now another walk as Devin Diaz is aboard. So the second walk of the inning issued by Kopp.
Number 1, shortstop Robert Valdivia.
And the mound visit from Ryan Paramo doesn't seem to have done anything for Kopp, who will now face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in this Citrus lineup as Robert Maldivia stands in 0 for 2 on the afternoon. But first, a pickoff move from Kopp to check in on Diaz. This game became a whole lot more manageable now for Citrus at 8-2. Staring down the barrel of 8-0, it feels like a completely changed game after the home run from Jenner. And now a runner aboard for Maldivia. And Jenner's in motion, and Valdivia serves this one in the left field down the line. Going from first to third is Jenner. He's in there. Valdivia trying to extend it to a double, but a perfect relay throw from Mikey Kane is there in time to throw him out. So Ryan Camacho able to track that ball down in left field right along the stripe. Makes a good cutoff throw to Mikey Kane, who turns and throws to Alex Ballesteros and gunned down Valdivia, who tried to stretch it into a double. The first out of the inning for the Cougars, and a gift there. So Diaz leads from third, and now Chad Green stands in. Didn't see if the first base coach was waving Valdivia to second on that play, but a tough break when you're trailing 8-2 to make a first out in scoring position. As Green fouls this one down the left field line, and count goes even at 1-1. A certainly questionable call if he was indeed sent to second there. Get the 2-run home run to start the inning, and then a walk and a base knock for Valdivia as Green hits this one up the middle and through for a base hit. And here comes Diaz with the 3rd run of the inning for the Owls. It's now 8-3 Cougars. So Green helping the cause to break into this lead for the Cougars, as he gets an RBI knock up the middle. And the Owls have scored 3 now here in the top of the 5th, and it's now a 5-run ball game. That's now going to bring in Connor McKinney, certainly the most dangerous hitter in this Citrus lineup. And going back to what I was saying right before that, the decision for Valdivia to try to stretch it to a double looms all the more larger now here, as you could have been looking at an inning with runners on first and second and your most dangerous power hitter at the plate. And right on cue, Connor McKinney hits this one in the right field. And the Owls are set with runners on first and second. And that looks like it's going to be it now for Kyle Kopp, as things were stirring in the Cougars bullpen, and that is in fact what Chris Cota is going to do. He makes the motion to the bullpen, and Kopp will walk off. So Kopp coasted through the first 4 innings, but each of the first 5 base runners here in the 5th have reached safely. We're going to have a pitching change as the Cougars go to the bullpen. We'll be back with all the details after this.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
COC's Fire Technology program goes beyond putting out fires.
Our goal here is to provide our students with a competitive advantage in the hiring process.
It was life-changing for me, and it's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly where I want to be, and it's outside of my comfort zone, and it will be outside of your comfort zone, but you just got to do it. You just got to go all in and just full send and do it.
So Xavier Stoker being called upon here in the middle innings to try to put the fire out for Kyle Kopp. Kopp started strong with just a few hits scattered over the first 4 innings. But this 5th inning started to become unwinded as he surrendered a leadoff walk to Logan before Jared Jenner home run. He then walked Devin Diaz. Robert Valdivia had a single and thrown out at second, trying to stretch it to a double. And then Chad Green and Connor McKinney with back-to-back base hits. And the Cougars' once 8-0 lead is now cut down to 8-3. As Xavier Stoker comes on and gets a first pitch swing and miss from Robert Moreno. And now DJ Cougar going to go out and chat with Stoker, maybe a little mixed up on the signs or deciding how they want to go about this here. So Kopp still responsible for Chad Green and Connor McKinney, who lead from second and first respectively, as Robert Moreno stands in. A 1 pitch comes in high and tight, even things up at 1-1. Moreno, 1 for 2, a strikeout victim in the second, but a base knock in the 4th. Bats here now with runners at first and second and 1 out. 1-1 from Stoker's in the dirt. Cougar keeps it in front. Stoker with a 7.76 ERA in 29 innings pitched this year. It's 2-1 pitch. Misses low in the dirt, and he falls behind 3-1. And that's been the biggest issue for Stoker this year, has been the walks. 21 walks issued in his 29 innings worked. Looking to help his starter Kyle Kopp out of this one. 3-1 pitch, hit into left field, but foul. Stoker, who was the unofficial closer, it seemed, for a while there for the Cougars, being asked to work early on in this one here in the 5th. His last appearance was actually on Tuesday, worked 2/3 of an inning, gave up just 1 hit but no runs. It's his second consecutive scoreless outing. But he misses low in the dirt on this one, and it gets away from Cougar, and he can't find it. And rounding third is Green, but he'll return to third as Cougar finally able to locate that ball that squirted off of the umpire's leg and over toward the Cougars' dugout. And just in the nick of time, Cougar able to locate it and prevent Green from scoring. But it will go down as a walk, and it will load the bases now for Roman Robles with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. So the bases are juiced now, and Roman Robles stands in, who had 1 of the 3 hits off of Kyle Kopp through the first 4 innings, and Stoker starts Robles off with the first pitch breaking ball that's in there for a strike. Stoker got a first pitch swing and miss from Moreno, but then threw 4 straight balls in the dirt to walk him, and now the bases are drunk, and Robles is ahead of the count. Rather, it's 1-1. Robles had the first hit of the afternoon for the Owls. It was a 1-out double into right center field in the 2nd inning. This inning began with an 8-0 lead for the Cougars. It's been cut down to 8-3. And the Owls have the tying run on deck. Robles asks for time, now gets back in the box and is ready to go. 1-1, and here's the pitch from Stoker. And Robles hits it deep down the right field line, but this one's gonna go foul. And the count will go to 1-2. Robles with a .231 average on the year. Just 5 RBIs, but has 2 runners in scoring position right now and another at first. Stoker trying to put him away for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's the 1-2, chopped on the ground to the right side, but just down and foul to the right side. So Jenner with the 2-run blast to open the scoring in the 5th, and then a walk, a couple singles sandwiched in between another walk from Stoker. And now 1-2 count on Roman Robles. Here's the pitch, and fouled off again. This one into the Citrus dugout. And a little bit of a battle here. Encouraging. Stoker has been in the zone here in this at-bat, though, after walking Moreno. As we said, one of his biggest issues for Xavier has been the free passes. Now 21, or rather 22 in 29 innings pitched, plus whatever he comes away with here today. 1-2 pitch misses way outside. And the count runs even to 2-2. Nicholas Santiago waits on deck. If he does come up to bat here, he will be the 9th hitter of the inning for the Owls. Josh Logan waits in the hole. He led off the inning with a walk. 2-2 pitch now from Stoker. Hit into left field, little pop fly. Chasing it is Ambrose and Ryan Camacho, but it'll foul in foul territory. And so we'll do the 2-2 pitch again. Some more action in the Cougars bullpen, in addition to the Citrus bullpen. Looks like a lefty and a righty, presumably Josh Yosfan, and perhaps Malachi Carell getting loose for COC. Here's the 2-2 from Stoker. And again, fouled off to the left side and out of play. And so a little bit of a battle here between Stoker and Robles. Count stays 2-2, but that's the 5th foul ball off the bat of Robles. A big at-bat here for Xavier Stoker. Trying to limit the damage here in what's already become a 3-run inning for the Owls. His 2-2 pitch on the way. And misses high, and the count runs full. So Stoker has come in and already walked Robert Moreno. He started this at bat 1-2 on Roman Robles. But a battle from Robles after a few foul balls. He's now run the count full. It's 3-2. And Stoker gonna step off. Now gets back onto the rubber. Looks in for the sign from Cougar. 3-2 pitch on the way. And he misses low, and he walks in a run. So the 4th run of the inning for the Owls. They have cut the Cougars' lead in half. Xavier Stoker has come in and walked the first 2 batters he's faced. And it's now 8-4, and Chris Cota has seen enough. He comes out to the mound, and he's going to take the ball. And they are going to go to Josh Yosfan to try to clean up this mess. 1 out here, and the 5th base is still loaded for the Owls. We'll be back with all the changes.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
I love emergency medicine. You're there at these people's worst time of their life, and you're there to make it a little bit better.
The EMT program at COC is a 1-semester program. Over the course of it, the EMT students will learn the textbook knowledge they need, practical hands-on skills that they're going to need working out on an ambulance or in a hospital or whatever setting they decide to work.
People are constantly hiring. There's always a need for first responders. When I graduated from
So the Cougars making their 2nd pitching change of the inning. as Josh Yosfan, the left-hander, is going to be called upon to try to put this fire out. Kyle Kopp began the inning. He was today's starter. A smooth first 4 innings before walking Josh Logan to lead off the inning and then giving up a home run to Jared Jenner. Devin Diaz, Robert Valdivia, and Chad Green all reached base, as well as Connor McKinney. And Kopp gave way to Xavier Stoker, who walked the only 2 batters he faced, including walking in a run to Roman Robles. And so now Josh Yosfan will enter with the bases loaded and Nicholas Santiago at the plate. And first pitch from Yosfan is over for a strike, 0-1. Santiago, the 9th batter of the inning for the Owls, as they have hit around. They have cut the Cougars' lead in half. It was once 8-0. It's now 8-4, and the tying run at the plate. Santiago 0 for 2 today, a couple flyouts. Here's the 0-1 from Yosfan. Chopped on the ground to the left side, foul. And Yosfan quickly had 0-2. Kyle Kopp still responsible for Chad Green, who leads from, Connor McKinney, who leads from third. Robert Moreno is at second. Roman Robles at first are the responsibility of Xavier Stoker. Bases loaded, 1 out. And this ball is hit into left field just off of the glove of Mikey Kane. 1 run will score. That's all the Owls will get. Everyone else goes station to station. Mikey Kane trying to time his leap on a line drive off the bat of Santiago, but it just deflects off his glove and into left center field for a base knock. So an RBI single for Nicholas Santiago, and the Owls inch even closer. It's now 8-5.
Please now batting for COC, number 27, Dylan Swim.
So Santiago hits that one on the screws. Mikey Kane was positioned perfectly, trying to leap and make the catch, but perhaps just didn't time it perfect and ends up hitting off his glove and trickling out into left center field. He's able to recover it in time, so everyone else just goes station to station, but the damage done as another run comes across for the Owls. And now Josh Yosfan falls behind Josh Logan, 1-0. Logan began this inning with a walk and would come around to score on Jared Jenner's 2-run homer. That opened the scoring for the Owls. He waits on deck. 1-0 comes in on Logan, nearly hits him, but DJ Cougar able to keep that in front, and all of the base runners remain put. So all 5 runs will be charged to Kyle Kopp. That will mark the end of his day. 1-1 pitch just nicks the outside corner. It was actually 2-0, so now 2-1. So for Kopp, he goes 4 innings plus, gives up 5 earned runs on 5 hits. Xavier Stoker is responsible for Robert Moreno and Roman Robles, who lead from second and third. Santiago leads from first after his RBI single, and a 2-1 breaking ball finds the inside corner on Logan, and it's now 2-2. Yosfan has been excellent this season at getting out of jams for the Cougars. And in as big of one as he has been asked to be taken out of all season long, but gets a called strike 3 on Josh Logan for the second out of the inning. So
Number 31.
Yosfan goes to the breaking ball and freezes Josh Logan there. And a huge second out as Yosfan looks to navigate some stormy seas here for COC. Base is still loaded, 2 outs, but now standing in is Jared Jenner, who has a 2-run homer already this inning. First pitch checks his swing and doesn't go around, 1-0. For Jenner, just his second homer of the year. When he crossed home plate, had a smile on his face, almost as if he was in disbelief. It wasn't his first of the year, so certainly he's done it before, but got this inning started for Citrus. Fouls off the breaking ball from Yosfan, and the count goes even at 1-1. Five runs on 5 hits and 4 walks here from Citrus. Cougars fortunate that Robert Valdivia was thrown out at second, trying to extend his base hit to a double. 1-1 pitch is hit down the left field line, fair ball! Past the diving Ambers and into the corner. Here comes Moreno, here comes Robles. Getting the sign is Santiago, the throw to the plate is in time! And a great relay from the Cougars to keep the lead at 8-7. So Jared Jenner with a 2-run double down the left field line, but Ryan Camacho with a great relay to Mikey Kane, who makes a strike to DJ Cougar at the plate, and they get Nicholas Santiago, who was trying to score with the tying run. An eventful top of the 5th inning, the Cougars narrowly leading Citrus 8-7.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely.
So a 7-run top of the 5th for Citrus, and what was once an 8-0 victory, 8-0 lead for COC is cut down to a skinny run. It's now 8-7 as DJ Cougar stands in, and the Cougars offense will have to once again go to work. Kyle Dixon going back out. Now in his 4th inning of work, he was called upon with 1 out in the 2nd inning. He surrendered 4 runs. Those coming in the 2nd and the 3rd, was flawless in the 4th inning with a 1-2-3 bottom 4th of the top of the lineup for the Cougars. Now got a 2-2 count on DJ Cougar, who is 1 for 2. And Dixon's 2-2 pitch misses in the dirt, and the count runs full. So for Jared Jenner, he has 5 of the 7 runs driven in the 5th inning. The 2-run shot in his first at-bat, and then a 2-run double down the third base line. So it's actually 4 RBIs for Jenner, as Robert Moreno came around to score. Roman Robles came right behind him from second, but Nicholas Santiago, trying to score from first, was thrown out on a beautiful relay from Ryan Camacho and Mikey Kane to DJ Cougar at the plate, who was able to apply the tag just in time and prevent the tying run from scoring. So it's now 8-7 here in the bottom of the 5th. And DJ Cougar with a 3-2 count. And he skies this one out in the right field. Jenner is there and makes the catch for the first out. So that's now 4 consecutive batters retired by Dixon. And maybe starting to settle in a little bit here. But it'll bring in Tafton Hensley, who has come up to the plate twice and gone out of the yard both times. 2 home runs on the day for Tafton Hensley, numbers 10 and 11, and thinking about a bid for a third, hits this one in the right center field, but Jenner, shading his eyes from the sun, is able to make the catch for the second out. So just like that, 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th. That's now 5 straight retired for Dixon. Jenner with his fingerprints all over this one. 4 RBIs in the top of the 5th. He's actually made each of the last 3 outs here for Citrus, catching 3 fly balls in right field. Now this ball hit in the air to deep left center field, and that baby's out of here. Andy Ambrose with a solo shot into left center field. The 4th home run of the game for the Cougars, and they extend their lead to 9-7 here in the 5th inning.
Number 12, second baseman Alex Ballesteros.
The Cougars watched as their lead shrunk from 8 to a skinny 1 run. They had the first 2 batters of this inning retired quickly, but Andy Ambrose, first pitch swinging, delivers a blow into left center field to get one of those runs back. It's now 9-7, COC. So it'll bring in Alex Ballesteros, who accounted for one of the other Cougars' home runs this afternoon. As he swings over the fastball, it counts now 2-1. Check that, the 5th home run of the afternoon for the Cougars. As Dixon just finds the outside corner, it's 2-2. Between the 2 teams, 6 home runs total today, as Dixon's 2-2 pitch is in the dirt and the count runs full. Our score bug is incorrect. It is in fact 9-7 Cougars. Get that fixed for you right away. As Alex Ballesteros waits on Dixon's 3-2 pitch. Chops this one right back to Dixon, who grabs it out of the air and throws on to first for the final out. But Andy Ambrose gets a run back for the Cougars with the solo shot. Cougars leading after 5, 9-7.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
We go to the top of the sixth. The Cougars leading Citrus 9-7. A 7-run outburst in the top of the fifth for the Owls. Cut the Cougars' lead to 8-7, but Andy Ambriz with a 2-out solo home run in the bottom of the fifth, able to regain one of those runs back. And it'll be the top of the lineup for Citrus. Devin Diaz, Robert Valdivia, and Chad Green due up. First pitch from Josh Yosfan, who goes to work in the second inning for his second inning of work. Misses away, ball one. Yosfan working out of the windup now. This breaking ball gets over to even things up at 1-1. Josh was able to induce what looked like could be a line out from Nicholas Santiago with the bases loaded. Mikey Kane leaped but just couldn't come down with it, and it went down as an RBI single as Yosfan's breaking ball misses low, 2-1. You got Josh Logan looking for the strikeout, but then allowed a 2-run double off the bat of Jared Jenner. Very nearly a 3-run double that would have tied the game if not for a perfect relay from the Cougars left fielder Ryan Camacho and Mikey Kane to throw out Nicholas Santiago at the plate and preserve the lead. Yosfan misses with his 2-1 offering, and he's now behind 3-1 on Devin Diaz, the Owls left fielder, who swings through the fastball, and the count now runs full. Diaz walked and would come around to score on a Connor McKinney single. And here's the 3-2 pitch from Yosfan. Swung on and missed. And Yosfan retires Diaz for the first out of the sixth inning.
Number 1, shortstop Robert Valdivia.
So Robert Valdivia will stand in now. First three batters of the Owls lineup were able to reach base safely in the fifth inning. Valdivia continued that trend with a single down the left field line, but trying to extend it to a double was thrown out on a good relay from Ryan Camacho. So in fact, the Cougars had 2 base runners thrown out that inning. And Valdivia making the first of which at second base, and how that changes the complexion of the bottom of the top of the fifth inning looms very large in this one. A big inning already as it is at 7 runs for the Owls, but could have been all the more larger had Valdivia stayed at first or it was able to get into second safely. Certainly Citrus has to be happy with where they stand now. Once trailing 8-0, now trail 9-7. Yosfan has Valdivia 1-2. Breaking ball hit into left field. Ryan Camacho giving ground and now coming in, makes the catch for the second out. So Josh Yosfan settling in now, retires the first two batters of the 6th inning, and it will bring the Owls' number 3 hitter, Chad Green. Green with an RBI single in the 5th inning. That brought home the 3rd run for Citrus. Green would later come in to score on a bases-loaded walk issued by Xavier Stoker, who was not long for this game. Faced just 2 batters, didn't record an out, and ends up being responsible for 2 earned runs. Green 1 for 2 on the day, including that single in the 5th inning. He's also grounded out to Mikey Kane at short and walked. Fouls this one off to the left side, and Yosfan is ahead 1-2. And Cougars could certainly use a quick and easy 1-2-3 inning. Yosfan trying to give it to them. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Green hits this one off the end of the bat into center field. Jovan Camacho takes a few steps back and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So 1-2-3 for Josh Yosfan in the 6th. Cougars lead the Owls 9-7.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
On to the bottom of the 6th. Cougars with a 9-7 lead and a new pitcher for Citrus, as it'll be Brandon Aranda, who will go to work in relief of Dixon. Kyle Dixon entered in the 2nd inning with 1 out. He ends up surrendering 5 runs, including 3 home runs. A 3-run shot off the bat of Doyle Kane, a solo shot from Tafton Hensley, and then another solo homer off the bat of Andy Ambrose there in the 5th inning. So he goes 4 2/3. Or rather 3 2/3, and gives up 5 earned runs.
The Cougars leading off number 8, right fielder Rowan Duran.
And it'll now be Brandon Aranda, who enters with a 4.71 ERA in 21 innings pitched. He'll face the bottom 2 in the Cougars lineup with Rowan Turan, Jovan Camacho, before turning things over to the top with Ryan Camacho. Turan 0 for 1. He walked in the 3rd inning. And we'll get his first look here at Aranda. This is low, 1-0. Temperatures dropped a bit here. A little closer to 60 degrees now as the shadows start to creep in on the 3rd base side. 1-0 misses low and away, and Aranda falls behind 2-0. Ball certainly has been traveling well. 6 home runs this afternoon between the two teams. Bit of an uneven disparity, though, as the Cougars have 5. And Citrus with just 1 off of the bat of Jared Jenner. Regardless, it's just a 2-run ball game. 9-7 in favor of COC. 3-0 from Aranda is over, and it's now 3-1 on Turan. Aranda last pitched on April 13th versus Mount San Antonio. Went 2 innings, giving up 3 hits and 1 run. And now foul ball, and we're waiting on the call from the home plate umpire, but it is in fact deemed foul. And so Turan will return and continue the at-bat with a 3-2 count. Now the Citrus head coach comes out to chat with the home plate umpire. Now he's going to congregate with the infield umpire, and they're going to discuss that last play. I don't see how it's something that could be reversed, as the home plate umpire indicated it foul. Surely slowed down Rowan Turan, who otherwise might have had an opportunity to beat that play out, and the home plate umpire does confirm that it was a foul ball, and so Turan's at-bat will continue. So Aranda looks in for the sign, now comes set. Here's his 3-2 pitch to Rowan Turan. Hit back up the box and through to center field for a base hit. So Turan began the at-bat 3-0. Aranda was able to work it back to 3-2, but Turan wins the battle with his first base knock of the day and a leadoff runner aboard for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 6th. So Jovan Camacho now stands in, hitless in his first 2 at-bats. A ground out to the second baseman, and then a little flare to Santiago at second base as well. First pitch from Aranda is over for a strike, 0-1. Turan was in motion in the 3rd inning after drawing a walk. And now pickoff move, and Aranda nearly had him as Turan was leaning the wrong way, but Turan able to dive back in safely. Close game, certainly not how you would want to make a first out of an inning, getting picked off. Here's Aranda's 0-1 pitch to Jovan Camacho. Chopped on the ground to the right side. Green up with it. Throws on to second for the first out, and that's all they'll get. So Chad Green fields that ball on one hop. It was hit right at him. And makes a strong throw to Valdivia, the shortstop covering at second, who had to dig it out of the ground. But a nice pick. But that was all they were able to get there, as Jovan Camacho trades places with Turan at first. And now Ryan Camacho will bat with a runner aboard and 1 down. Camacho is 2 for 3 this afternoon with a couple of base hits. He lined out to Valdivia at short in the 4th inning. Aranda gets that one over for a first pitch strike. Mikey Kane waits on deck, hitless today, but drew a walk in the 2nd inning. As Aranda paying close attention to the Cougars' base runners here. Another pickoff move, but Jovan Camacho dives in safely. Aranda ready now. Here's its 0-1 to Ryan Camacho. Breaking ball over, and it's now 0-2. Good breaking ball there. Just catches the outer half of the plate and may have fooled Ryan Camacho, who wasn't expecting that one. Now finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Now another move over to first, but Jovan Camacho diving back in safely again. In the bottom of the sixth, Cougars lead 9-7 in a game they once led 8-0. 0-2 pitch to Ryan Camacho, high and tight, and it's 1-2. Cougars with a 7-run outburst in the second, including 3 home runs. They added another in the third off the bat of Tafton Hensley, his second homer of the game to make it 8-0, before Citrus scored 7 in the fifth. And that's a called strike 3 on the outer half of the plate, and Ryan Camacho is set down on strikes. So Aranda goes to the fastball and just barely nicks the outside corner for strike 3, and there's now 2 down, and it'll be Mikey Kane with Jovan Camacho still at first. Aranda now with 16 strikeouts on the year and just a little over 21 innings worked. First pitch breaking ball to Mikey Kane stays high, and it's 1-0. Jovan Camacho a threat to steal at first. But with 2 outs and Mikey Kane up to bat, don't think they would want to take the hands out of one of their best hitters in the lineup. 1-0 pitch, Kane turns on it, and it goes foul down the left field line. So Kane, who was riding a long 20-game hitting streak, had that snapped last weekend in the AHC tournament. But still leading the Cougars in terms of batting average. .336 on the year with 7 home runs and 34 RBIs. Aranda checking in on Camacho again, who dives back in safely. Even more impressive, Mikey Kane has scored 36 runs this year. And a credit to his on-base prowess, a .433 OBP on the season. 1-1 pitch, and Mikey Kane comes up empty. The ball is in the dirt. Gonzalez comes up throwing after locating it, but Jovan Camacho with some heads-up base running, and he goes down to second. So Mikey Kane took a hack at that one. Gonzalez, who has just been inserted this previous half inning to do the catching, was able to knock it down. It didn't get too far away from him, but Jovan Camacho with a great read on the ball in the dirt and took off. And Gonzalez's throw not in time. So now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs and a 1-2 count for Mikey Kane. And this one misses low and inside. And Kane now gets it even at 2-2. Wind still blowing from left to right. As Aranda looks in and gets ready for his 2-2 pitch. And that one misses low, and the count runs full now. Kane was 1 for 4 on Tuesday versus Citrus in the Owls' 5-2 victory over the Cougars. He's been on base once today with a walk, but no hits so far. 3-2 pitch from Aranda. Breaking ball stays high, and Mikey Kane is aboard with his second walk of the afternoon.
Number 16, first baseman Doyle.
So that'll extend the inning for Mikey's brother Doyle, who hit a 3-run shot following Mikey's first walk of the afternoon back in the 2nd inning. For Kane, Doyle that is, his 2nd homer of the year, as Ronda's fastball comes in on him, and it's 1-0. Doyle's 3-run homer at the time had made it 6-0. As this one served in the right center field. Coming in on it is Diaz. It's going to fall in between him and Jenner. Here comes Camacho to score. And Doyle Kane with his 4th RBI of the afternoon. And the Cougars extend their lead to 10-7.
Number 11, catcher DJ Cougar.
So Doyle Kane hits that one into right center field. He didn't hit it very hard, but it finds some grass, and it chases home Jovan Camacho. And the Cougars, after allowing 7 unanswered runs to score, come back with a run in the 6th, or rather a run in the 5th, and now another one here in the 6th, and have gotten it back to a 3-run lead. So DJ Cougar now stands in with the Kane brothers leading from 1st and 3rd. DJ 1 for 3 on the afternoon with a base knock and a chance to extend the Cougars' lead. A 1 pitch misses in the dirt, and it's now even at 1-1. Cougar has 3 home runs this season. But right now, just thinking about trying to get a little bit of a cushion for his pitching staff right now. DJ, or rather, Mikey Kane at 3rd and Doyle Kane at 1st. And this ball is absolutely crushed in the left field. That ball is way, way gone. DJ Cougar with the 6th home run of the afternoon for the Cougars, the 2nd 3-run homer. And the Cougars have re-extended their lead to 6. It is now 13-7. A 3-run shot off the bat of DJ Cougar over the auxiliary scoreboard and left. And the Cougars, who had given up an 8-0 lead, have now re-extended it. It's 13-7 off another home run for COC. So Tafton Hensley now stands in. He already has 2 home runs this afternoon. And Brandon Aranda with a difficult first inning of work here in the 6th inning. His 0-1 pitch is fouled away by Tafton Hensley, and it's now 0-2. So an RBI single from Doyle Kane opened the scoring here in the bottom of the 6th. And the big blast off the bat of DJ Cougar extends the lead to 6 now for COC. 0-2 pitch, and Citrus started walking off the field. They thought that was going to be a called 3rd strike, but the home plate umpire doesn't budge. It just misses outside, and it's now 1-2 on Hensley. Another no-doubter of a home run for the Cougars, their 6th home run of the afternoon. 1-2, Hensley goes high, and it's now 2-2. So Doyle Kane's RBI single, the only run of the 13 for the Cougars that has come in not from a home run. 2-2 pitch misses high, and now Taft and Hensley's worked it back from 0-2 to a full count. DJ Cougar's home run perhaps was the longest. That was the tape measure shot out to left field over the auxiliary scoreboard. There have been many to choose from, but that might have been the furthest. Aranda's 3-2 to Hensley comes in and hits him on the hand, and so he will take his base.
Number 15, third baseman Andy Ambrose.
So that extends the inning for Andy Ambrose, who hit a solo shot in the 5th and was impeccable timing. It was right after Citrus had cut the COC lead from 8-0 to 8-7. The first two batters of the bottom of the 5th, DJ Cougar and Taft and Hensley, were retired. But Andy Amber's first pitch swinging got a run back with a solo home run to left center field to make it 9-7. It's now 13-7 after a Doyle Kane RBI single followed by the 3-run blast from DJ Cougar here in the 6th. And now Taft and Hensley leading from first after the hit by pitch and a 1-0 count on Ambrose. Hensley's going, but Ambrose fouls this one off to the right, and we will reset. All 4 of the Cougars' runs here in the 6th have come with 2 outs. 1-1 pitch to Ambrose, hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball and into the corner. Rounding second is Hensley. He'll stop at third. And Andy Ambrose is aboard with a 2-out double. So Brandon Aranda just having trouble putting this inning away.
Second baseman Alex Ballesteros.
It began with a leadoff single from Rowan Turan. Jovan Camacho grounded into a fielder's choice. Aranda came back with a strikeout of Ryan Camacho, but he walked Mikey Kane in front of a Doyle Kane RBI single, and then the big blow, a 3-run homer from Cougar. He then lost Taft and Hensley after starting him out 0-2 to a hit batsman. And now a double from Andy Ambrose, and there's 2 runners in scoring position for Alex Ballesteros. First pitch misses in the dirt, and Gonzalez keeps it nearby, 1-0. For the Cougars, Ballesteros is the 9th batter of the inning, as they have hit around for the 2nd time this afternoon. Citrus did that themselves in the 5th inning. Certainly no shortage of offense this afternoon. 1-0 pitch misses high and wide, and it's 2-0. Ballesteros with a home run himself, coming in the 2nd inning, a 2-run shot. You look up and down this Cougars lineup, it's almost hard to find someone that doesn't have a home run. Doyle Kane, DJ Cougar, Andy Ambrose, and Alex Ballesteros all with 1, and Taft and Hensley, who leads from 2nd, or rather 3rd, has 2. And Aranda really struggling to find the zone now as he falls behind 3-0. And you have to wonder if maybe Ballesteros gets the green light here with a 3-ball count and 2 runners in scoring position. Aranda ready. Here's his offering. Inside, no. Gets the call, maybe a bit of a generous call there from the home plate umpire. And the count now goes to 3-1. So 3-1 now to Ballesteros. Here's the pitch. Hit off to the right, and that'll go foul and out of play, and it's now full. Bottom of the 6th, COC leads Citrus 13-7. It's been a back-and-forth game. Cougars powering their way to this 6-run lead by virtue of the long ball. 3-2 pitch from Aranda. Misses high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So Aranda loses by Esteros. And it'll load the bases for Rowan Turan, who began this inning with a single. His second at-bat now, with Taft and Hensley leading from third, Andy Ambrose at second, and Ballesteros at first. Turan hit one back up the box and into center field to lead things off. He was taken off the bases on Jovan Camacho's fielder's choice. And he'll step out of the box real quickly before the first pitch. As Brandon Aranda has surrendered 4 runs here in the bottom of the 6th and in danger of giving up more. Here's his first pitch. Turan swinging, chops this one back foul. Aranda has been splendid this year outside of one outing, February 25th versus Cyprus. And looks like he'll get out of this one now as he induces a pop-up behind second base. Santiago backpedaling and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. But the damage is done thanks in large part to the 3-run homer off the bat of DJ Cougar. The Cougars extend their lead 13-7 after 6.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience.
On to the 7th inning. The Cougars extend their lead. It's now 13-7 after a 4-run bottom half of the 6th. Leading off for Citrus will be Connor McKinney, the designated hitter. McKinney is 1 for 3 with a base hit today as Josh Yo's-Fan's pitch comes in, and it's 1-1. And McKinney hits this one on the ground to the left side, picked up by Ambrose. His throw on to first is in the dirt, but Doyle Kane is equal to the task and digs it out for the first out of the 7th inning.
Third baseman Robert Moreno.
With one out, it'll bring up Robert Moreno, who hits this one deep down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. but it's foul. Moreno giving that one a ride, but it just goes foul, and it actually one-hops the fence, so I might have jumped the gun a little bit there. It'll go down just as a long strike for Josh Yosfan, who's back out for his third inning of work. This one is certainly fair and into left field for a base hit for the Owls' third baseman. So Robert Moreno with his second base knock of the afternoon, and a one-out base runner for Citrus here in the seventh.
Number 26, left fielder Roman Robles.
So to bring up Roman Robles, who walked in the fifth inning and actually has an RBI as Xavier Stoker issued a bases loaded walk to bring home a run. He would later come around to score on the double from Jared Jenner. It was Nicholas Santiago who was behind him, who was thrown out at the plate on that play to prevent the tying run from scoring in the fifth. Yosfan's 0-1 pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 1-1. It's been a game of outbursts. 7 runs for the Cougars in the second inning. 7 runs for Citrus in the fifth inning. But 4 runs in the sixth for COC, and they've re-extended their lead to 6. This one's fouled off to the left side, giving chase as Ambriz into the bullpen area, but can't track it down in time. It falls to the ground, and the count's now 1-2. Didn't look like Ambriz was going to have any chance to get to that ball, but it actually landed only maybe a foot in front of him. He had to negotiate the dirt of what is the catcher's area for the bullpen out in left field. And an A for effort, but it won't go down as an out. And Roman Robles is given some new life, has a 1-2 count as he faces Josh Yosfan here. Yosfan's fastball misses outside, and it's now 2-2. Robert Moreno leads from first, with Nicholas Santiago waiting on deck. Here's the 2-2 from Yosfan. Breaking ball, fouled off to the left side and out of play. Yosfan trying to retire Robles. 2-2 pitch just misses on the outside corner. A good spit there from Robles, and it runs the count full. So the 6-run lead now. Last thing you want to do is walk anybody, but Yosfan's pitch is chopped on the ground to the right side. Doyle Kane out from his position and makes the throw to brother Mikey Kane at second for the second out of the inning. So Doyle Kane perhaps looked a bit overzealous there, taking a ball that might have been better suited for Alex Ballesteros out at second base, but able to get to it in time and make the throw to second to get the lead runner.
Your attention, please. Now hitting for
That ball really just hit out into no man's land, and his only play was at second. Doyle Kane executes it perfectly. So now 2 outs as Robles and Moreno trade places at first, and it'll bring in a pinch hitter for the Owls. It's going to be Jin Hattori. And Hattori, first pitch swinging, fouls this one out of play. So Hattori pinch hits for Nicholas Santiago. Who will end his day 1 for 3. Hattori hitting .227 on the year, but a .370 on base percentage. He finds himself behind in the count to Yosfan, though, 0-2. Yosfan's pitch comes inside, and it gets away from DJ Cougar and all the way to the backstop. And down to second goes Roman Robles. Weather has certainly changed here at Cougar Field. It's gotten much cooler, into the low 60s or maybe even high 50s now. Breeze is still blowing, and the shadows continue to creep along the third base line. Yosfan with a 1-2 count on Hattori. And he just stays alive and fouls that one back to the screen. Robles leads from second with 2 outs. And the Cougars lead back to 13-7 now. 1-2. Swung on and missed. No, he gets a piece of it. And Hattori just barely stays alive. Count still 1-2. Yosfan looking to set down Citrus here in the 7th. And this one's in the dirt. Cougar keeps it in front. On the move, though, is Robles. And his throw not in time. And Robles is down to third. DJ Cougar looks a bit shaken up after that one. Limping around home plate. But he waves off the trainer, and he appears to be okay as he gets back into the crouch. That ball was right in front of Cougar. I think he was a bit in disbelief that Robles was on the move from second to third. I mean, Cougar had plenty of time to throw him out, but hesitated on the throw, and so Robles able to dive in safely. Now Hattori fouls this one back our way and into the stands and continues the at-bat. It's 2-2. Hattori appearing in his 17th game of the season. 5 hits and 22 at-bats. 2-2 pitch, chopped on the left side of the infield. Mikey Kane able to smother it, but that's all he's going to be able to do with it as he puts it in his back pocket, and Robles comes home with the 8th run for Citrus. So, 2-bounce chopper in between Mikey Kane and Andy Ambrose on the left side of the infield. By the time Mikey was able to get over to that, it was on a short hop, and all he could really do was smother it with the backhand. And even if he had fielded that cleanly, it was going to be tough to throw out Jin Hattori at first, and Robles comes home to score. Now Josh Logan flies one on the right side of the infield, and Alex Ballesteros ranges to his left to make the catch and retire the side. So, a base hit and a run comes across. Cougars lead Citrus 13-8 here in the middle of the 7th.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
I love emergency medicine. You're there at these people's worst time of their life, and you're there to make it a little bit better.
The EMT program at COC is a one-semester program. Over the course of it, the EMT students will learn the textbook knowledge they need, practical hands-on skills that they're going to need working out on an ambulance or in a hospital or whatever setting they decide to work.
People are constantly hiring. There's always a need for first responders. When I graduated from this program, I got a job within a month.
Go to the bottom of the 7th, as they'll have a pitching change for Citrus. It'll be Jimenez coming on now. Citrus able to scratch one across in the top half of the 7th. But Josh Yosfan able to limit the damage.
Leading off for the Cougars, number 4, center fielder Jovan Camacho.
Jovan Camacho will lead things off. Camacho 0 for 3 this afternoon. Came around to score on Doyle Kane's RBI knock in the 6th. Camacho trading places with Rowan Turan on a fielder's choice in that inning, but still looking for his first hit of the afternoon. And fouls this one back, and it's 1-1. Joseph Jimenez has entered the game for Citrus and falls behind Jovan Camacho 3-1. Don't see any stats on Jimenez here on the Citrus website. So unable to tell you much about him, but he does have a 3-2 count on Camacho after the Cougars center fielder fouls that one back. And gets a called strike 3 on the inside corner to retire Camacho for the first out of the 7th. So Camacho is 0 for 4 on the day. And it'll bring up brother Ryan Camacho now, who's 2 for 4 with 2 base hits. Struck out looking his previous at-bat. And takes a first pitch strike from Jimenez, 0-1. A 1 pitch. Catches the outside corner. Jimenez working quickly here. He's ahead 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch from Jimenez to Camacho. Swung on and missed. And Jimenez has struck out both of the Camacho brothers to open his afternoon here in the 7th inning.
Number 7, shortstop Mikey Kane.
So it'll bring in Mikey Kane, who has scored twice, both on a home run from one of his teammates. In the second inning from his brother Doyle Kane, and in the sixth inning, a 3-run shot from DJ Cougar. As Jimenez's first pitch misses outside, 1-0. But Mikey held hitless so far this afternoon. His 20-game hitting streak snapped just a few games ago. 1-0 pitch just gets the outside corner. And Jimenez evens things up at 1-1. Mikey hitting .336 on the year, will be going to USC in the fall. And hits this one on the right side, hoping for a play on it as green as he gets near the Citrus dugout, and he makes the catch. Right in front of the cement of the Citrus dugout along the first base line. Chad Green able to make a basket catch, and that will end the 7th inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Jimenez. After 7 here at Cougar Field, COC leads Citrus 13-8.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
COC's fire technology program goes beyond putting out fires.
Our goal here is to provide our students with a competitive advantage in the hiring process.
It was life-changing for me, and it's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly where I want to be, and it's outside of my comfort zone, and it will be outside of your comfort zone, but you just got to do it. You just got to go all in.
To the 8th inning we go. COC with a 6-run lead. As Citrus will send up
Number 31, right fielder
Jared Jenner before turning it over to the top of the lineup with Devin Diaz and Robert Valdivia. Jenner had his fingerprints all over the 5th inning, opened the scoring for the Owls with a 2-run shot that made it 8-2. He would come up again for the 2nd time in the 5th inning and delivered an RBI double down the left field line. It would have been a game-tying 3-run double, but a great relay from the Cougars were able to throw out Nicholas Santiago and prevent the tying run from scoring. But 4 RBIs on the day for Jenner, who stands in now for his 4th at-bat, 2 for 3. Josh Yosfan continuing his outing here, and Jenner hits this one down the left field line, but foul. Yosfan ready. Here's his 1-1 breaking ball that Jenner just gets a piece of. And Yosfan gets ahead 1-2. Devin Diaz waits on deck. 1 for 3 in this ball game and a walk. And Robert Valdivia to follow. 1-2 pitch from Yosfan, and that one misses high and wide, and it's now 2-2. Temperatures definitely dropped here. Probably in the mid to high 50s at this point, and the breeze picking up, not helping the cause. 2-2 pitch from Yosfan, breaking ball, he can't get it over, and it's now full. As the shadows begin to creep on the pitcher's mound. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And Yosfan strikes out Jenner, who tosses his bat, and now has to go pick it up and walk back to the dugout. And now some words between Jenner and the home plate umpire.
Number 7.
But he will just storm off and toss his bat into the dugout. So Jenner's retired for the first out of the inning. And it'll bring in Devin Diaz, the leadoff hitter for the Citrus Owls. I have to wonder if Jenner was asking if that would have been a strike had he not swung at it. It looked like it might have been a little high and he expanded the zone, unless he was having a debate about a previous call during that at-bat. Yosfan gets a fastball over, and it's now 1-1. On Devin Diaz, the center fielder for Citrus. A base knock in the third and a walk in the fifth. As Yosfan's fastball is just a tad bit high, and it's 2-1. Diaz has been active in center field, a few nice plays ranging to his left and right. 2-1 pitch from Yosfan is over on the outside part of the plate, and it's 2-2. 2-2 pitch to Diaz. Hit back up the middle. Going for it is Ballesteros, but it's past his outreached glove and into center field for a base hit. So Diaz with his second hit of the afternoon. And it'll bring up the shortstop, Robert Valdivia. Valdivia with a base hit in the fifth. He's 1 for 4, but was thrown out trying to extend that single to a double and perhaps change the entire outlook of this game. It was the first out of the fifth inning. The Owls had already scored 2 on the home run from Jenner. Devin Diaz was at first after a walk, and Valdivia had a base hit that would have put runners at the corners with nobody out. But Valdivia thrown out at second before 5 straight runners reached for Citrus. As Yosfan gets the fastball over to even things up at 1-1. And had Valdivia remained at first or gotten into second safely, could have been even larger than a 7-run inning in the fifth for Citrus. As Yosfan steps off the rubber and throws over at first to check in on Diaz. He dives back in safely. The pitcher's mound's still in the sun, but most of home plate is in the shadows, getting difficult for the hitter, surely, to pick up that ball. As Yosfan misses with a breaking ball in the dirt, and Valdivia is ahead 2-1. 2-1 pitch, skied on the infield, right behind second base. Ballesteros, a few steps into the outfield grass, makes the call and the catch for the second out of the inning.
Number 33, first baseman Chad Green.
So Yosfan retires Valdivia, and now Chad Green, the Owls' first baseman, will stand in. 1 for 3 on the day with a base hit and a walk. First pitch from Yosfan misses low in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Green with an RBI base hit in the fifth. Brought home the 3rd run of the inning. Would later come around to score on a bases loaded walk issued by Xavier Stoker to Roman Robles. But Green swings through the high fastball, and Yosfan gets things even at 1-1. And the way things are looking, it seems like a real possibility Chris Cota will ask Josh Yosfan to round this game out and go on and pitch the 9th. 2 outs here in the 8th, a 1-1 count on Chad Green with Diaz leading from first. And that one's fouled off to the right side, and it's 1-2. Green hitting .333 this year with a .404 on base percentage. And Yost fans 1-2 pitch misses high, and it's 2-2. Looked like he took his cap off before that pitch even reached home plate. Finished his delivery immediately, went to his cap and took it off almost as if he was frustrated. But he gets back on the rubber with a 2-2 count to the Owls' first baseman. And a breaking ball chopped on the left side past the diving Ambers and into left field. So a 2-out single for Chad Green. And now there's runners at first and second for Connor McKinney.
Number 39, designated hitter Connor McKinney.
Now a dangerous proposition. A 5-run lead for COC. 2 outs in the inning. However, Connor McKinney, the most dangerous power hitter in this Citrus lineup, stands in with 2 runners aboard. McKinney with 10 home runs and 40 RBIs on the season. Yost fans' first pitch, and McKinney with a big rip, but comes up empty, and Yost fan ahead 0-1. McKinney, an impressive .486 on base percentage, 11 walks as compared to 15 strikeouts. And he hits this one straight in the air into right field. Coming in on it is Turan, who gets positioned under it and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So, an impressive display of relief from Josh Yosfan. And he strands 2 runners here in the 8th. We head to the bottom half of the 8th. Cougars leading 13-8.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub? Or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
COC's Fire Technology program goes beyond putting out fires.
Our goal here is to provide our students with a competitive advantage in the hiring process.
It was life-changing for me, and it's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly where I want to be, and it's outside of my comfort zone, and it will be outside of your comfort zone, but you just got to do it. You just got to go all in and just full send and do it.
First baseman Doyle Kane.
To the bottom of the 8th. And Doyle Kane will lead off already with a 3-run home run and RBI base knock today. 4 runs driven in on the afternoon. He'll be followed by DJ Cougar, who has a 3-run homer himself, and Tafton Hensley, who has 2 home runs this afternoon. First pitch from Jimenez misses low, 1-0. Jimenez's 1-0 offering wide. And Doyle Kane quickly ahead 2-0. He's rockets this one down the left field line, but up with it on one hop is the third baseman Moreno, who makes a strong throw across the diamond to get Doyle Kane for the first out of the 8th inning.
Number 11, catcher DJ Cougar.
That ball hit right on the screws, but protecting the line was Moreno, who fielded it on a backhand on one hop, and with plenty of time to throw out Doyle Kane at first. So it'll bring in DJ Cougar, who had a 3-run homer in the 6th inning in his last at-bat. Jimenez, in his 2nd inning of work, made quick work of the Cougars in the 7th, going 1-2-3, including strikeouts of both Jovan and Ryan Camacho, before getting Mikey Kane to pop out right around the first base dugout. So he's now retired all 4 Cougars that he's faced, and he's quickly ahead of DJ Cougar, 0-2. No activity in the Cougars bullpen, so it does look as though they will be asking Josh Yosfan to finish this one out as DJ Cougar tries to hold his swing, but he went around, and Gonzalez applies the tag for the 2nd out of the inning.
Designated hitter Tefton Hensley.
So Jimenez has faced 5 batters. He's struck out 3 and retired all 5. And now Tafton Hensley stands in. Hensley with 2 home runs in his first 2 at-bats today. He flew out in the 5th inning and was hit by a pitch in the 6th. 3 runs driven in on the afternoon. Hits here in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs and the bases empty. Hits this one out into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. The 3rd hit of the day for Tafton Hensley, and the Cougars have a 2-out base runner.
Number 15, 3rd baseman Andy Ambrose.
So Hensley with an impressive afternoon at the dish. Bring in Andy Ambrose, who himself has a 3-hit effort today. A single in the 2nd before his solo homer in the 5th, and then a double in the 6th. First pitch, and Hensley is on the move, and the ball gets away from Gonzalez, and Tafton Hensley slides in safely with a stolen base. So Hensley first pitch going, able to easily steal 2nd as Gonzalez lost the ball on the transfer from the glove to his hand. And now a runner in scoring position for Andy Ambrose and an opportunity for the Cougars to get another insurance run. Pitch from Jimenez is fouled back to the screen, and Ambrose falls behind 0-2. So again, there's no activity in the Cougars bullpen, and Josh Yosfan will be asked to finish this one out for COC. Was able to come in the 5th inning and settle down what was a 7-run inning. As this one served back into center field for a base hit, and that's going to be an RBI single for Andy Ambrose. Coming around 3rd to score is Tafton Hensley, and the Cougars extend their lead to 14-8.
Number 12, 2nd baseman Alex.
So Andy Ambrose with his 4th base hit of the day and his 2nd RBI, and the Cougars extend it. It's now a 6-run lead as they enter the 9th inning. First pitch from Jimenez to Alex Ballesteros is over for a strike, 0-1. Jimenez had retired the first 5 batters he'd faced. He went 1-2-3 in the 7th and got the first 2 batters here in the 8th before a 2-out single from Tafton Hensley. And now a RBI single from Andy Ambrose after Hensley took 2nd with a stolen base. 1-1 now to Alex Ballesteros, and he hits this one on the right side. Giving chase is Chad Green, but it's going to fall in the Cougars bullpen. And Ballesteros will come back with a 1-2 count. Bottom of the 8th, Cougars lead Citrus 14-8. This game began with an 8-0 lead for the Cougars. Citrus came storming back in the 5th with 7 runs, but the Cougars have scratched a few across in each of the last few innings. The big blow, a 3-run homer off the bat of DJ Cougar in the 6th, and they've added another one here in the 8th on an RBI single from Andy Ambrose. 6 home runs overall on the day for COC. Jimenez is ready. Here's his 1-2 to Ballesteros. Misses outside, and it's 2-2. Now the pitcher's mound is completely in the shade, as well as home plate, so should make it a bit easier for the hitters as compared to prior innings. And Ballesteros with a big rip, but comes up empty, and he goes down swinging for the final out of the inning. But the Cougars with 2 hits and add an insurance run. We head to the top of the 9th. COC on top, 14-8.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
COC's Fire Technology program goes beyond putting out fires.
Our goal here is to provide our students with a competitive advantage in the hiring process.
It was life-changing for me, and it's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly where I want to be, and it's outside of my comfort zone, and it will be outside of your comfort zone, but you just got to do it. You just got to go all in and just full send and do it.
The restaurant and hotel business is the second largest industry in the state of California. Opportunities in such a vibrant career are a click away at College of the Canyons.
It teaches you how to work with people, how to motivate people, how to manage people, how to lead people. And those qualities are so in demand in whatever industry we choose to go into.
Leading off for the Owls, number 34, third baseman Robert Moreno.
To the top of the 9th, last licks for the Owls. Cougars leading this one 14-8. And as expected, Josh Yosfan will be asked to finish this one out for COC. It'll be Robert Moreno, Roman Robles. And in the 7th spot, as first pitch swinging is Moreno on a ground to Mikey Kane, who comes up throwing and throws out Moreno at first. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Left fielder Roman Robles.
Couldn't have asked for a much quicker first out than that. First pitch swinging Moreno. Hits a little ground ball to Mikey Kane, who throws on over to his brother Doyle at first. Then Moreno is retired, and it's now Roman Robles standing in. Jin Hattori, who came in to pinch hit earlier in the 7th inning, waits on deck. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Moreno is 2 for 4 with 2 base hits. He also drew a walk in the 5th inning from Xavier Stoker. Pitch from Yosfan is fouled back to the screen by Robles, and Yosfan's ahead 0-2. Game 3 of this series will be played on Saturday, hosted by Citrus. 0-2 pitch served out in the left field. Ryan Camacho giving chase, but he won't get there in time. Fields it on a hop, barehanded though, pretty impressive nonetheless, but it'll just go down as a strike. As Roman Robles remains the batter with an 0-2 count. A win here for the Cougars would set them to 9-8 in conference play and tie them with Citrus, who are also tied in second place. And of course, that will make the third game an all-important rubber game between these two teams. 0-2 pitch misses low and away, and it's 1-2. Fan ready. Here's the 1-2. Off the end of the bat into left center field, and that's going to find some grass for a 1-out single for Roman Robles. So Robles with the emergency hack reaches out and just pokes that one into left center, and it falls down for his second base hit of the afternoon. And it'll bring up Jin Hattori for his second at-bat. First pitch from Fan misses high, 1-0. Cougars once led this game 8-0. Citrus stormed back with 7 runs in the 5th. The Cougars tacked one on in the 5th, another in the 6th, including a 3-run home run from DJ Cougar, and then getting an RBI single from Andy Ambrose in the 8th. And brings us to where we are right now with 1 out in the top of the 9th. A 14-8 COC lead. Trying to even this series up. 2-0 from Fan. Nicks the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Fan entered this game in the 5th inning and was asked to put out a fire that Kyle Kopp and Xavier Stoker had started. Cougars pitching staff was the beneficiary of some great defense out in left field. Ryan Camacho, a part of 2 different relays that threw out Citrus Owls on the base paths, including one to end the inning at home plate, getting Nicholas Santiago out. This one's hit on the left side. Andy Ambrose throws to second, relay to first, not in time. That ball just not hit hard enough. Andy Ambrose, though, thinking 2 all the way. Throwing to Ballesteros at second, but his relay throw to first just late as Jin Hattori beats it out and extends the game. But 2 outs now here in the top of the 9th as Hattori and Robles switch places at first, and it'll bring up Josh Logan. First pitch to Logan, knocks the outside corner, 0-1. This is actually now Diego Gonzalez, who came in as a defensive replacement earlier in the game. Gonzalez swings and misses at Fan's high fastball, and the Owls are down to their final strike. Fan has pitched 4 2/3 innings here. Looking to complete this game to split the first 2 games of the series here with Citrus. 0-2 to Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And COC wins this one 14-8. So the Cougars come back after a 5-2 defeat on Tuesday and come back to win Game 2 of the series here at home at Cougar Field by a score of 14-8. A barrage of home runs, 6 on the day for COC as they power their way to a 14-8 victory, and will look to take the final game of the series on Saturday at Citrus. We thank you all for watching this game here on the Cougar Sports Network. Be sure to join us on Saturday for Cougars softball. First pitch of Game 1 will be at 12, followed by Game 2 shortly after at 2:30. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Matthew Frieda. Enjoy your evening, everyone.